Hello guys, how's it going? Felt like switching it up today and sitting like this as we talk to you. Let's be friends. Let's get real casual as we talk about this conversation that we're talking about today, which is all this, why we struggle with toxic relationships and how to build strong relationships as an adult child of family dysfunction. This is a highly requested video, let me tell you, so don't feel like it's a secret. It's uncomfortable. If this is something that you're struggling with, it's common. Let's break the stigma as we break the cycle, and let's just air it out. Let's talk about it. So I have 2 bits of advice before jumping into these lists that I wrote about the 2 topics. The first is the advice that all your friends want to give you, but are being too kind and like dancing around, sugarcoating. Leave. That's it. Leave. You deserve better. You're so just exhausted and strung out and not yourself. You don't have the vibrancy that you usually have, and it's sad. Like, why would you stay? Leave. And the second bit of advice is, if you won't leave, notice the pattern in your relationship. Is it a wave? How long is it of good and then bad? Is it like 2 weeks? And why? Why do things go bad? Are you giving yourself time to be alone and to nurture yourself, and they're angry with you? Are you doing well and they're not, and they're angry with you? Do you have friends and they're angry with you? Like, what happens? Are you trying so hard and it's not noticed? After something goes bad, do they try to get back on your good side? Like, what's the pattern? Okay, so now let's get into this list, okay? Are you so excited? Why do we struggle with toxic relationships as adult children? Number 1, we're love starved. How sad is that? Someone said this at a meeting one time. It was a codependency meeting, and they said they would settle for any relationship because they wanted love so bad, and they just had a knack for choosing bad relationships and toxic people, attracting toxic people because they were toxic at the time. So they were love starved and therefore desperate. Didn't have a standard. They just settled for attention and love of any kind. I also wrote under this is seek for love outside relationship. Ooh, so like when you're in a relationship, or maybe the other person, if they're toxic, maybe they're seeking love outside of relationship. So I'm talking about like cheating, flirting, be committed. I'm sure that you can imagine if you're love starved. Why? Like where that shows up in your life. It's probably rooted in your family. That's probably where you're love starved to begin with, and therefore you seek love in all your other relationships, especially in a romantic relationship. Ooh. And a lot of people who lack self-esteem, a lot of people who lack self-esteem feel love-starved and desperate for that love. They're worried that maybe they won't find it, and so again they lower their standards and settle. Okay, moving on. Number 2 on the list is yourself love-starved, because of toxic relationships convincing us that we suck, slowly brainwashing us into not loving ourselves and lowering our standards because we don't deserve what we really want. So toxic relationships could be with our family members, maybe like back to the beginning of our time on earth. Our standards, like for ourselves, were slowly lowered because we learned that we don't deserve better. Number 3, why we struggle with toxic relationships, is we're used to habitual chaos. Maybe it's constant chaos, or it comes in waves. If that is happening in our romantic relationship, we're used to it. Or maybe we bring that to our relationship. We try and fail, just try and fail. Try to make things better and we fail. Try to have things be okay and we fail. It's just a constant thing that we're used to. We're addicted to excitement. I talked about this in a previous video. So we're addicted to the chaos, to things being passionate, even if it's passionate in a bad way. What is calm? Like, what is things just being okay? Like, what is that? That doesn't exist. And if it does, it's uncomfortable. Like, things are safe. Like, we're just committed and okay and calm. I didn't understand that, like, a relationship could just lack passion for some time, you know? There could be waves of passion and then just waves of normalcy, just going about your life independently together. I didn't understand that relationships could not be, like, red hot all the time, good or bad. Relationships can be chill. Number 4 on the list is we're codependent. We don't know how to do what we want to do, or how to focus on ourselves, how to be independent. So we're used to focusing on what other people are doing and having that lead us through our lives. Also, we want to save them. So we confuse love with pity, and we focus on what they need and what they're doing, and that leads us through our lives rather than, you know, having independence. Number 5 on this list is we're isolated. We stop telling people what's going on in our relationship after some time, what's being said, what's being done, because it becomes normal. So the first time something happens, we're like, guys, this happened. They said this to me. This, what the hell? And then the second time it happens, like, okay, this has happened again. And the third time, it's like, it's normal to an extent by that time. And so we don't tell people. And after years of a toxic relationship, so much of it is just absorbed within us and we don't express it outward. And isolation could also mean we stop hanging out with our friends and we stop talking with our people, and we just withdraw, retreat into ourselves and into this relationship. That's why we struggle with it, because there's not people to be like, whoa, look at that, that was just said to you, that's terrible, like, and then we're like, yikes. And maybe the reason that we don't tell people about what's being said or done is because we've gotten that reaction. And we don't want to hear the truth about what, like, is actually happening. We want to deny that it's that bad. This is kind of heavy stuff. And I'm feeling kind of quiet. I don't know if I'm going to get through this whole second list. We'll see. Number 6 on the list is we are adult children. That's why we struggle with toxic relationships. We are attracted to weaknesses and badness and passion, excitement, rather than strengths in people, and boldness and assertiveness. We're attracted to bad people. And we're never taught healthy relationships. So how are we supposed to know what a healthy relationship looks like and how one goes about a healthy relationship? And we probably never saw one, because even just, you can learn by seeing a healthy relationship take place, what that's like. So we never saw one. We weren't taught how to do one, how to be in a healthy relationship. Number 1 advice for a healthy relationship that I'll get to maybe at the end of this video, maybe in another video, is remember the ultimate goal in a relationship is to have a strong, loving relationship with someone. That's the goal. Keep it in mind and act on that. And number 7 is they're adult children. Maybe that's why we're struggling with a toxic relationship with this person, is because they're an adult child. So same goes for them. They're attracted to weaknesses, badness, passion. They weren't taught how to be healthy in a relationship. How should they know how to create one? So this isn't like a bad thing, you know? We should be compassionate for ourselves. We weren't taught how to have healthy relationships. It's okay. We'll learn. We can teach ourselves now. It's not that hard, actually. It just takes a lot of practice and restraint and, like, incorporating new things into our relationships that I'll get to. Number 8 is fog and denial. Denying the pattern of abuse. fear, obligation, and guilt, and denying the fact that you deserve better. Those are reasons why we struggle with toxic relationships. So, honestly, I think, ooh, let's dare to be ourselves, for we do that better than anyone else can. Shirley Briggs. I love that. I think she's the Myers-Briggs person, and Myers-Briggs is my jam. So that's a cute quote that's right here. Sorry, got distracted. I think I'm going to make this how to build strong relationships as an adult child in another video. What do you think? Yeah? Yeah. Just cause I feel like it being true to myself, so I hope that you liked this video. Click the like button if you did. Hit the subscribe button while you're there, cause why not? It supports me, tells YouTube this is what's up, this video. And also, please share your experience in the comments below if you feel so obliged. I will talk to you soon.